Hi fam, Married at First Sight Season 2 Themba came out with a statement 4 days ago exposing Muff's producers. It seems like Nelisa was telling the truth during the reunion when she was saying that Themba and Sponono do not dwell under the same dwelling. Let's get into his statement. It reads as follows. Statement of clarity on my journey with Married at First Sight. First, I would like to unreservedly apologize to my ex and the mother of my children for any pain I've caused her. I would also like to apologize to everyone who has been disappointed by my actions on my journey with Muffs. Without sounding like I'm justifying my actions, I would however like to clarify a few facts because I believe not doing so will be irresponsible on my part. 1. As I stated on the show, I paid the first installment of Lobola to my ex's family. 2. In 2022, when we realized that our relationship was no longer working and we no longer wished to continue with the Lobola proceedings, our families met and agreed on the decision to no longer continue with the Lobola proceedings. 3. Our families met to dissolve the proceedings because that is how we understood it to be done in our culture. We had no understanding of any legal implications, and we still don't. That is why I've sought legal counsel on the matter and my legal team is dealing with it. 4. Sometime after meeting to resolve the proceedings, my ex and I went on to try working on our relationship again until the time I went on Muffs. 5. At the time of me going to Muffs, my ex and I were not living together. I do, however, take full responsibility for not being honest with her about my realization that the relationship was no longer going to work for me. 6. As soon as I met and fell in love with my wife on the show, I went to speak with my ex and ended things officially. Of course, she did not take this well, and I do not fault her with any reaction she had to the news. This happened in my second week on the show. This is when our relationship ended and I continued with the show. 7. I became honest with my wife on the show about the unfavorable way in which I exited my relationship and have since been transparent to her about everything concerning the issue. True to the experiment of the show, this is a challenge we had to deal with and have managed to overcome. 8. During the reunion, I did express all this, but upon watching the show, I saw that it was not included. This did not sit well with me because it makes me look like a man who cannot stand for his truth, and that is not the person I am. 9. None of this justifies not completely closing the door of my previous relationship before coming to Muffs, and for that I take full responsibility and sincerely apologize to everyone who has been hurt by my actions. 10. Out of respect for the mother of my children, my wife, and all families involved, this is all I will say on the matter as I put it to rest and focus on my new journey as a married man. I will not be taking any interviews regarding this matter, but I'm happy to take interviews regarding my work, my journey on Muffs, and my relationship with my wife. I would like to thank Muffs for my beautiful experience on the show. I would also like to thank all our supporters for their love and support for our marriage. Signed, Themba. It really seems like the editing on Muffs was done to push a certain narrative. Maybe for ratings, I don't know, but wow. And it's making sense now why Thabang was rude towards Nelisa after she said that time when Themba came to the show, him and Sponono were not under the same dwellings.
Why don't you approach me directly? I'll say, this was coming from the experts. Okay. And let me tell you something. We're not going to try to make you comfortable in terms of emotions.
And you'll also remember on the show that Sponono did agree and said it herself that Themba did go back to her and break up with her while he was already on the show. So now the call where Sponono was saying she thought they were fixing things is only making sense now. Anyway, fam, let's continue this in the comment section. Also remember to subscribe, like, share. Until next time, bye and thank you for watching.